Hey guys, this is Mike Dugan from Dasunia, your hardware guru. I'll bet if you've ever made a cabinet, you've also made a shelf hole jig, which I'm sure worked great until 10 minutes in when the holes got reamed out and it became pretty much useless. So you just made another one, same result, another one, same result. You get the idea. Hey, you know what? Let's end that cycle of disappointment with these amazing bushings from Dasunia. They come in 5mm and 1/4 inch diameters and fit perfectly in a 3/8 inch hole. They have tapered ends that make them easy to install and ribbed sides that provide a ton of holding power. They even have a slight bevel that guides the drill bit in. This allows you to work fast while minimizing metal-to-metal contact, which can obviously dull the drill bit. Okay then, enough chit-chat. Let's make ourselves a jig. Now we could just mark out 2-inch spacings, but let's challenge ourselves and shoot for 32mm centers. That's the standard for most cabinets these days. So, since there's 25.4mm to 1 inch, we just have to divide 32 by 25.4 to get, this nightmare. Okay, it looks like the old tape measure and pencil approach ain't gonna cut it. So let's try something different. We'll cut a piece of scrap to 32mm wide, hit both sides with a reference line, and then chop it up into a bunch of short pieces. Now you can make the jig out of just about any 3/4 inch materials, and the side offset is also up to you, but in this case, let's do a 2-inch side offset, which means the jig itself will need to be 4 inches wide. We'll just make a short jig for this demo, but obviously now would be the time to knock out a variety of lengths once you've got everything set up. Put a 3/8 inch brad point bit into the drill press and clamp the fence to 2 inches. Set the depth so the bit stops right at the surface, and then screw down some thin scrap material for a chip breaker. This way you'll get some nice clean exit holes. Let's keep the first hole 6 inches from the end. So we'll make a mark at that number, locate it on the drill press, clamp down a stop, and drill that first hole. Now here's where the magic happens. Instead of messing around with complicated measuring and marking, all you need to do is add a spacer, drill, and repeat. By the way, now you can see what those reference lines were all about. Just keep them perpendicular to the fence as you go, and you won't make a mistake. Once the holes are drilled, pound in the bushings tapered end first. A quick bevel helps with sawdust management later, and adding a couple of helicopters makes front alignment a snap. Okay then, let's drill some holes. If you have a stop collar, put it to good use so all the holes wind up at the right depth. If you don't, wrapping the bit with some masking tape will also get it done. Hey, speaking of tape, covering any holes that you don't want drilled is the best way to avoid mistakes. Drilling the back holes, well, that's simple enough. Just hold the jig in place and go for it. For the front, give the helicopters a quick twist and drill away. For any intermediate shelves, a spacer made from some scrap is all you need. That's it. Now you have a jig that was cheap, accurate, easy to make, and should last a lifetime. Of course, the final order of business is to subscribe and hit that like button. Hey, what can I say? I'm insecure and I need the positive feedback. So until next time, this has been Mike Dugan, your hardware guru, signing off.